Thank you for joining. My name is Nadia Touch. I'm health and life coach, and today's conversation is one of the most important conversations. Is discovering your why. This topic was chosen by our closed but free Friends in Health Facebook group. This group is for you, for your inspiration, motivation in your daily journey, in your wellness path. So if you feel you can use your inspiration on daily basis, please feel free to join us, Friends in Health Facebook group. And thank you so much for joining this conversation, discovering your why. So let's dive in. So what it is all about, why it is important, and how in the world do you discover your why? So let's just start with something simple. What is your goal? Maybe wellness, since we are talking about health and wellness. What is your wellness goal? Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to lose 10 pounds? Do you want just to feel toned? Do you want to have less stress, managing your stress? Or maybe life goal. Do you want to have additional $500 a month? Do you want better relationships and understanding? So what is it that you want? And today's conversation will be somewhat a practical exercise as well. So by the end of our discussion, make sure that you have a piece of paper and a pen, because it will be an exercise in discovering your why. So you know your goal, you know what you want to reach. And often enough in our wellness path, what happens is that it's really hard to reach the goal. It's hard to stay motivated every day. It's hard to be consistent on a daily basis, and it's very easy to sleep off and kind of listen to your brain talking you out of exercising and doing the healthy actions that you know you gotta do to reach your goal. You easily get distracted, and it's easier to go out with friends and have some pizza because it's a social aspect. You don't want to get upset at you, and so you just slip into the activities that you know are not beneficial for your health goal. And it just gets harder to reach your goal and be consistent. So, and then it's like you don't even want to, you hear the alarm in the morning and you don't even want to get up. You snooze the alarm button and you're just laying down in there, do not want to start your day. There's just no motivation to get up. And it kind of feels somewhat even yucky throughout the day as well, and you kind of go to bed somewhat unsatisfied and why my life is this way. You feel stressed and you feel overwhelmed. There's always so much to do. The to-do list is endless, and what's the purpose of all that? But you know that you want to lose a stubborn 10 to 20 pounds. You know that you need to make extra $500. You know that you want to have better relationships, and it's just not working out yet. Why? That's the most important question. Why? And the question why is not why it's not working out, is why do you want to have that goal? Why do you want to lose 10 to 20 pounds, etc.? And because your why, I like to call it, it's like a foundation of your house. The house is strong only if the foundation is strong. So your why needs to be strong enough or strong to have that foundation. And the foundation is also like has several layers to it. But the first and the most important is really to have your foundation and to have your why. Let's just get it out. It doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be Mother Teresa why. It can be just as simple as because I love my kids and I want to spend time with them. Love is important. So let's just, sometimes it feels like it takes some effort and time to find your why, but really not. your intuition and your gut will tell you, and pretty much it tells you somewhat right away, or after we do our exercise, you will see how simple it is to find your why. And life is changing, so your why can be this why today, but it can be a little different tomorrow. So it's also morphing, it's altering and transforming, just as your life, and it's great. It's actually perfect. Progress or perfection isn't the progress. So, okay, I'm going ahead of my script. So let's talk about why. Why do we even have to talk so much about it? Let's just do the exercise. So take a piece of paper and a pen and write down your goals. So what do you want? Let's just do one. Is it, what did you answer when I asked what is your goal at the beginning? Do you want to lose the stubborn 10 pounds? Do you want to lose 20 pounds? Do you want to be at a particular weight? Do you want to have a particular income? Do you want improvement in your relationships? Do you want a better health, better diet, better energy? What is it that you want? Just write one sentence. I know there might be a lot of things that we want, but let's do it simple. You can do this exercise anytime after that. So what do you want? Let me go with I want to lose. Let me go with I want to tone up. Have my body more toned. And so I call this exercise triple Y, like the movie Triple X. So we're talking about triple Y, which means we are asking this question 3 times. So now write down the question, why? And how you ask it, you look at your answer and you ask, why do I want to tone up? And then write down the answer. I'll give you a few seconds. For me, it would be, I just want to look more attractive for myself and others. My husband. So when you wrote down the answer, go down the page and write down a second question. You can guess, why? So ask yourself, why, and read your previous answer. Why do I want to look attractive to myself, others, my husband? Write down your answer. I'll give you a few seconds. For me, would be to be an example for others as a health coach and to have better relationships. All right, after you answered, go down the page and write down a question. You can guess which one. Why? And now ask yourself a question. Why do I want to be an example for others as a health coach and have better relationships with my husband? And answer the question. I'll give you a few seconds. So for me, it would be because I can be a better leader, make more difference, make more money, and because we can have stronger love. Okay, so this is triple Y. You answered this question 3 times, and if you noticed, we were asking question like in a pyramid type. We are going deeper and deeper every time you ask why. So it's not why towards your first, I want to lose 20 pounds. You're asking why every time you answer. You ask your why to that answer and you go deeper. If you feel that you haven't had enough yet, like you're still not sure what your final third answer, usually you are in the right place, somewhat, right, wrong, it's very, but if you're talking about love, if you're talking about all around the feelings, you're in the kind of in the right place. If you still feel that you haven't reached your why, doesn't feel strong enough to you, I suggest do 5 whys. Ask yourself that question again. Ask 2 extra times. So go 5 whys deeper. 3 usually gets you there, but you never know. And practice this exercise often. If you feel that you get disattached with your why, do it again. Maybe you don't even look at your previous answer. Keep those records, never throw them away. And this will give you an opportunity to come back and compare, because sometimes it feels there have been no progress, but when you look back at your notes, let's say last month, 2 months, 6 months, last year, you will see how much progress you have made. You will be astonished. So ask your why often enough and have your why close to you. Have it like your vision board. Make sure that you see it every day, because this is like an anchor. It sits there next to you and it reminds you why you are doing what you're doing, why you're choosing your actions to tone up, to lose that weight that doesn't belong to you. It reminds you why, and it makes your actions so much easier, and they just become like a stepping stones towards reaching your goal. Why? Ask yourself why. It's not about weight loss or toning up. It's about more and bigger than that. So asking your why is so important, and how you discover it is ask your why several times. Triple why, 5 times, and ask it deeper. Every time you ask your why, refer to the previous answer. So this is how you discover your why, and it is really the foundation, like a foundation for your house, and it has to be strong and it has to be present every day, every second. And what I also wanted to mention to you is that, sometimes this is a great concept, but how about we start with why by doing it together as a group? It's always better, bigger, stronger, accountable when we do it as a group. So Friends and Health are joining for a first venture this month. For us is a reading club we call Books in Health, and we are starting with a book that I just have been talking about. Start with Why. This book is an incredible, not only in terms of really digging deeper into your why, but also giving examples of numerous companies, 99.9% of them, and given examples, given the history, given the background. You will be amazed how much you didn't know about those companies, why they are successful in the way they are, and what differentiates them from other companies. And you can put parallel to you in your life and discover your why while reading this book. So we are meeting every other week. We haven't met yet, so we are just starting. Today, I believe, is the first day when we officially started a private group. You do have to comment here underneath if you haven't yet, if you are ready to join our reading Start with Why. And this way we will include you in our private group. So it is a group for only folks who are reading. So we are starting with the first chapters of the book, Start with Why. If you need help finding it, let us know. But please put in the comments if you're joining the group. I believe it's 7 or 8 of us are already inside the group. So before we go, thank you so much for joining, and I am curious, what is your biggest aha or appreciation or insight from this conversation? Do you know your why? Maybe if you don't mind, share your answers, and what did you come up with when you asked yourself 3 times why? What is your goal, and what was your final answer after you ask yourself why? So thank you so much for sharing, and I'll see you in the community.